Or, hey guys. To ask how is y'all doing today? How you guys doing? I'll wait just a few minutes just so we can get people in. You know? So once we get a few people in, we'll start. Just change this music to something better. Okay. Hey guys. Yo, what's up? We'll wait for like a few more people to get in. Yo, what's up, guys? How are you guys doing? We will start in like a minute or so. Just getting a few people to join in if they need to. So. I think we're about ready. It is just about time. We're getting in. We're getting in. Okay. Hello, everybody. We're back with Five Nights at Freddy's again today. We are continuing from night 4. So, we're gonna do good, I think, hopefully. Last time we died, which got me scared to death. So let's just breathe in and out real quick, guys. Hold up. Alright, let me turn on my headphones. Okay, I think we might be ready. You guys ready? I'm for sure ready. We are going to the 4th night. Now last night, phone guy died. Oh. I'm sure he dies tonight. I guess. Happy that he's not dead.
Oh, hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night.
Oh, why did it just...
Tomorrow.
Sorry about this.
Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm gonna try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. Yeah, I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
Oh my lord. R.I.P. phone guy. I guess. Bonnie's already gone. Bonnie's somewhere. I think... Is that Bonnie right there? Okay, no, Bonnie's there. Chica's there. Freddy's still there. Are you guys ready? .420 is annoying. What? Oh god. Freddy's no longer there. Freddy's right there. Oh no. I think I might be cooked. Okay, where's Chica? I know Chica's still in. If you guys could help me, please do, in any way possible. Where's Freddy? Where did Freddy go? Watch Freddy the whole night, trust. I don't know where he is, that's the problem. Wait, no, Freddy's still there. Okay, never mind. Chica's in the hall. Assuming Bonnie might be in the supply closet. No, I think that's Bonnie. Chica's right there. I'm gonna sit back for a little bit. Just watch these Chica. Chica's no longer in the hall. Bonnie's still in the hall. Foxy's gonna leave soon. That's Chica, I think. Well, that might be Freddy. Foxy's about to get out of here. I'm gonna just stay ready for him. Chica's in the kitchen. Please! Check Foxy every hour too. Oh god, you just reminded me of him. Thank you so much. Alright, Chica's in the East Hall. Chica's out of the East Hall. Bonnie's still there. Foxy's back. I think that's Bonnie. I think Chica might be there. Nope. Chica there. Nope. So I think that's Freddy. If you guys can fact check me, please do. What does this mean? And no one has shown up at my doors yet. think Freddy's still here. Yeah. I can guess that they're moving. Now Bonnie's there. Chica's nowhere to be found. God. Scared me. Okay, Chica's over here. Bonnie's still there? Nope. Chica there? Nope. Bonnie's still glitching out? Nope. Bonnie's gone. Chica? She at the door? Nope. What does that mean? Who is that? Who's the thing with glowing eyes? 'Cause I need to know. That thing's been in my hallway forever. Alright, Chica's in the east hall. No one at my left door. No one's close to my left door. Just need to stay. Freddy, where? Oh, there's Bonnie. Is Chica there? Nope. Bonnie's about up here over here. I think Chica might get there too. Bonnie's no longer there. Chica's there. Bonnie's in the supply closet. Foxy's about to book it. Chica's still there. Oh no. Freddy's getting ready to like literally cook me. I can hear Freddy in the background. Chica's in the east hall. Bonnie's right there. What'd I do? I have 1% power left. Oh no. Oh no. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. The 5th night. This is one of the last nights, I think. Because isn't there like a secret 7th and 6th night, I think? This is the first night without phone guy. Two are already gone. I think Chica might be there. Okay, thank you. Bonnie's there. Chica's there. Bonnie's gonna appear here at some point. Alright, no one's there. I need to know where Freddy is. Chica's in the East Hall. Freddy's gone. Bonnie's in the dining area. No one's backstage. Foxy's somewhere. Or I hear Foxy. Freddy's in the kitchen. I can hear him getting ready to jump scare me. Chica's in the East Hall. I have a feeling there's gonna be someone at my door within the next some time. Please help someone. Foxy's about to leave. Bonnie's backstage. Chica's in the East Hall corner. Chica's in the East Hall corner, bro. Freddy's close. What? How do you hold up? Can you give me like a little game plan, please? Can you give me like a game plan or something? I need a game plan. Okay. I'm gonna need a little game plan. I am scared for my life, and I don't know what to do. What do I do? check Freddy the whole night. Well, I really can't do that because then I'll run out of power at some point. Like, how do we do this? Okay. There. I need you to come up with a game plan to help me win Five Nights at Freddy's. Now you guys comment down below what you think will help. And within the next 2 minutes, 1 minute. Within the next minute, if anyone comments down below, I will try and use their own idea. They wanted to help me. All right. We got it? All right. Please comment down below. What do you guys think? I beat night 4. Now I just need to beat night 5. Do this. What is this? Camera, lights, camera, light, repeat. That's a pretty good thing. So last time, no one came until 1 a.m. So should I just wait till 1 a.m. just until to do anything? Should I do that? Should I? I think I should. No? Huh. We kind of have to, though. Bonnie will be there before 1 a.m. He wasn't there last time. Should I take the risk? Hold on, let me put game mode on. Game mode. I have headphones on. Now, this is what I call locked in. This music is really awesome. This is gonna get really hard. Should we watch something to help us understand how to beat Five Nights at Freddy's? We should watch a little bit. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna watch how to beat Five Nights at Freddy's. Watch ambience. So do you want me to put something on in the background? to make it not scary. Oh, wait. Watch. Okay. Ambience. Ambience. Oh, nope. Ambience FNAF. FNAF Academy. Dang, that's a lot of videos. Okay. Let's watch this. Okay. So I'll watch how to beat Night 5 and 6. What? No, it's FNAF 2, FNAF 2, FNAF 2, FNAF 2. Alright, this is FNAF 1. Let's watch how to beat Night 5. Alright. Hold up. Alright, we're gonna watch how to beat Night 5.
Hey guys, Ambience here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Night 5 of Five Nights at Freddy's, the last night in the main game, of course. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now, before we get thrown into the action, I just wanted to remind you guys that I am going to be doing a 420 mode guide very shortly, as well as some guides on Five Nights at Freddy's 2 after that. So, if you're not already, make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on so you do not miss those guides. They're going to be very, very important. I'm really excited to work on them, so yeah, can't wait to show you guys. Alright, so if you guys watched my two previous videos, then you should know the strategy we're going to be using by now. It's not really much different for Night 5. Let's go ahead and mute this phone call. Very loud. So, the strategy, of course, is going to be light, camera, light, camera, light, camera. If you prefer, you can do light, light, camera, light, light, camera, like this. But the more efficient strategy for Night 5, and the one that we're going to be using for the easy strategy of 420 mode, which I'll explain in the 420 mode guide, is going to be light, camera, light, camera. Just keep doing this, basically. Alright, so we got the strategy down now, pretty much. You are going to want to be keeping the camera on the show stage for most of the night, as that will prevent Freddy from moving. The main goal of this night, along with, of course, keeping Bonnie and Chica out with your reflexes, is to ensure that Freddy does not leave the stage and Foxy does not leave Pirate's Cove. If you keep those two locked up, then you should be fine here. You shouldn't run out of power. It should be a pretty easy night overall, as long as you stick to the plan. We are going to be checking Pirate's Cove every 1 or 2 hours just to ensure that Foxy has not left. He shouldn't if we're using the strategy, but especially for newer players who may be a little nervous, it's always best to check on him just in case. And another thing that I wanted to talk about, now that we've got the strategy down, is I have talked about a lot, I have talked a lot about AI levels in the past, but I haven't really specified what they mean. So, I can't remember the specific AI levels for this night. I think Foxy's is 6 and Freddy's is 4. That's pretty much all I remember. But what I do know is that basically how AI levels work is that every 3 to 5 seconds, depending on the animatronic, with Freddy having the most movement opportunities per minute and Foxy having the least, every 3 to 5 seconds,
it's a pretty efficient strategy,
is going to have a movement opportunity that has a random chance to succeed or fail. And it gets increasingly more likely that it will succeed the higher their AI level is. So if an animatronic's AI level is 1, they only have a 5% chance to move every every movement opportunity. I'm having trouble talking today for some reason. So every movement opportunity, if their AI level is 1, they will only have a 5% chance to succeed. Whereas if their AI level is 20, they have a 100% chance to succeed, and they will move every single time. And the AI system is used throughout every night in the game, not just 420 mode, or custom night, rather. So keep that in mind. So that's a little bit about how AI levels work. Foxy's works slightly differently. Basically, he goes into a locked state every time the camera is up, in which his movement opportunities will automatically fail regardless of his AI level or current position. After lowering the camera, he will remain locked for anywhere from, I think, 0.83 seconds, I want to say, to 16 some seconds, and it can literally be any frame in between those. So it is very random indeed on when he actually decides to move and whether he actually does move. But by raising the
y'all
camera
wanna watch
constantly,
the
we can
entirety of
virtually
this,
keep him
or do you just
locked in
wanna use
place
this
the entire night.
strategy?
We check Pirate's Cove. The curtains are closed. He's not moved at all. Every movement opportunity has failed. So the plan is doing its job.
Oh,
Eve to me is
there's an ad.
basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can
Sorry about that.
And of course, you do need to have good reflexes for this strategy, which is why we start practicing it pretty early and easier nights so that we can do it when better reflexes may be required, since Bonnie or Chica can get in really quick by this point, and we're going to have to raise and lower the monitor very quickly in order to ensure no animatronic gets in, to make the strategy of
So
light
you gonna watch
camera,
the
light
entire
camera
thing?
work
Because
optimally.
is he just gonna keep on saying stuff
Chica
that
is in the kitchen,
I
so now
mostly
we need to check the right
already
light
know?
until that stops. I don't hear it anymore, so let's start checking the right light again. You do want to be paying attention to sound cues the entire time, by the way. I've been a little bit zoned out while I've been talking, but you are going to want to pay attention to sound cues constantly.
do you wanna watch the rest
Like
of this?
right now, I hear Chica in the
Or
kitchen
like-
again, so I know that I don't need to check the right light for a few seconds, or until I stop hearing the pots and pans banging. That's one of the most important sound cues, I would say. Stop. Other very, very important sound cues are noises such as Freddy laughing. In that case, we know that he has moved one position. So if he was...
Alright. First, I want to know something real quick. There in FNAF, there's 6 to 8 nights. Hold up. 1. 7 playable nights. Okay. There are 7 playable nights. Do you think we have the strat down? Do you think we do? Yes, okay. Alright, let's just do it. Alright. Wait, hold up. We are going to play and try to successfully beat Night 5. Am I doing it well? By the way, tell me at any point if I'm doing anything wrong. Sorry for not talking as much. I'm trying to be as focused as possible. Hey, y'all doing fine? Oh no. Is chat doing okay? Check that door. Well, what do you mean by pots? What do you mean by that? Is there anything that I need to do when he's in the bathroom or something? Oh no. I'm cooked. I'm dead. I'm really hoping it says the yay in just like a little bit. Oh no, please. Please. No! Oh! 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 Oh my God! Mike Schmidt. I got $120. I beat the game. Hold up. We gotta value this. Thank you so much, Hayden Jones. Hayden Jones, I could not have done this without you. I just beat Five Nights at Freddy's. Sixth night. Do you know anything about the sixth night? Do you know anything about that? Do you know any strategies? Do we need to go watch the guy that we just watched again? Do we need to do that? Do you think we should? Yo, I want to do you want a shout out in a video? Wait, same start but faster. Do you think we should watch another video from that one guy that we just saw? You think we should? Technically, I just beat the game, kind of. Oh, same strat, but faster. Same strat, but faster. How do you... Like how, because the thing is like my mouse can move through the next window and that messes me up because like I can do it to this side perfectly, but this side, it moves to my second window. Okay, we're gonna go watch another video. We're gonna go watch another video from that guy. So while I get this pulled up, let's give a moment of appreciation to Hayden Jones, also known as the only person watching right now. Do you know if, like, how many more nights there are? Do you know how many nights there are? I've never been mod. You know what? What's 420? Or what's 420th? What's that? What's 420th? Is that like Ultimate Custom Night or something? Oh god, that's a lot. We'll just watch the 6th video. Hold up. Changing this to a 6. And let's watch this.
Well, as going. Hey guys, Ambience here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Night 1 on Five Nights at Freddy's, as well as going into a lot of the basic fundamentals of the game that will be required for you to beat the harder levels as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Obviously, Night 1 is a very easy night. I'm not saying you guys need an in-depth guide or anything to actually beat Night 1 because it is very easy, but it's always best to start at the absolute basics, and I'd recommend watching this video even if you...
Sorry, this is FNAF 1. Night 6,
Hey
here
guys,
you go.
Here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Night 6 on Five Nights at Freddy's, so let's go ahead and get into it. Night 6, of course, is a bonus night that unlocks after beating the main game. I've already made guides for Night 5 and everything before it, so if you have not gotten to this point yet, be sure to watch those guides first. In my previous guides, I went a little bit more in-depth into the strategy that I'm using.
I might use that.
So, on this video, it's pretty much the same, so I think I'm just going to be doing a quick recap of the overall strategy and then talking about some backups and fail-safes, as well as a few bits of information about how the AI works that I may have forgotten to mention so far. You are going to want to raise the camera a lot early on, up until an animatronic enters the hallways. This is to keep Freddy and Foxy locked in place for as long as possible. There's no reason not to do it. Around here, you are going to want to start checking the lights. We are going to be only checking one light and then raising the monitors. So we're going to be doing light, camera, light, camera, light, camera, and just repeat this, basically, for the entire night, and you should be fine. However, there are going to be some backups and fail-safes that we can use just in case something goes wrong. Maybe you made a error mechanically, maybe you just have really bad RNG and Foxy was able to advance further than he should have. Anyway, we are going to be talking about some backups and fail-safes should you not keep Freddy and Foxy locked in place for the entire night. You will know when Freddy moves as you will hear his laughter. This means that he has moved one room. He moves from the show stage to the dining area, to the restrooms, to the kitchen, to the East Hall, to the East Hall corner, at which point he will be right outside your office. Every time you hear him laugh, he has moved one room, and it will always be in the order that I just said. Always remember what camera he is currently on in order to know what camera he moved to. You can do this without even knowing necessarily what camera he's on by looking at the camera. All you have to do is keep track of how many times he laughs. If he laughs 2 times, then he is in the restrooms. If he laughs 4 times, he is in the East Hall, and so on and so forth. Once Freddy reaches the East Hall corner, our strategy is going to change entirely. Once Freddy is in the East Hall corner, flipping off the East Hall corner camera at all will result in Freddy entering the office and killing you if the right door is open. This means actually switching off of the camera, not just lowering the monitors. And so if I'm on the East Hall corner and I switch to show stage, then Freddy would kill me if he was in the East Hall corner and if the door was open. What we are going to do to prevent this is every time that we have to check another camera, mostly Pirate's Cove, that's the only camera you would really need to check aside from the West Hall, which I'll explain why you would need to check that in a little bit. But what we would do in this scenario is we would close the right door like this, flip over, flip back, open this if Chica's not there, and repeat. So let me go back to the show stage. So, yeah, you are going to want to keep the right door closed whenever flipping off of the East Hall corner camera when Freddy is there. But ideally, we should be able to prevent him from ever getting there. Even if he leaves the show stage, he still has quite a while to go before arriving at the East Hall corner. So Freddy should never reach that point on anything before Night 7, anything before 420 mode. And now we're going to talk about Foxy a little bit more, some backup strategies that you can potentially use for him. Let's say you get unlucky and Foxy starts inching forward and eventually he manages to leave Pirate's Cove and starts running down the hallway. First, you need to even figure out that he's gone. In order to do this, of course, you have to check the Pirate Cove camera, as there are no sound cues that will actually tell you when Foxy has left Pirate's Cove. What you're going to want to do in this scenario, let's say Foxy was standing outside of Pirate's Cove the last time we looked, so we know that he's going to run pretty soon. Whenever you suspect that he may have run, you're going to want to close the right door, if Freddy's in the East Hall corner, of course, so you don't need to otherwise. Flip over here. And if the curtains are open, then you're going to want to check the West Hall. What this will do is it will instantly trigger Foxy's attack. And you may wonder, why would we want to trigger Foxy's attack? Keep in mind, this is assuming you have the left door closed. Always close the left door, rather. Sorry. Always close the left door before you check the West Hall under any circumstances. And you may wonder why we want to trigger Foxy's attack instantly. It seems like a weird thing to want. Like, why would you want an animatronic to attack you and then reset quicker? The answer is simply control. If we check Pirate's Cove and the curtains are empty, Foxy could attack in 2 seconds. He could attack in 25 seconds. We don't know when he left unless we just checked recently. So, after 25 seconds, Foxy will run down the hallway and he will attack you if the left door is open. We don't want to be wondering when he's going to arrive and holding the left door closed for 25 seconds when we don't need to. We want to check the West Hall, which will instantly trigger Foxy's attack after he's left Pirate's Cove, and he will instantly come barreling down the hallway and will arrive at the door. If the left door is closed, he will bang on the door, and we can successfully open it. You can actually open it in the middle of him banging on the door. The sound effect will continue, but he will not enter the office. As soon as you hear the sound cue, he's already hit the door and reset the Pirate Cove. Sometimes, when he resets to Pirate Cove, he can reset to his peaking stage instead of the curtains are closed stage when he's on very high AI levels. So, keep in mind there is some potential that Foxy may be peeking out of the curtain instantly when he resets. No need to worry about it as long as you can keep him locked in place for a while. Another thing that I think most players know about, but some beginners may not be fully aware of, is that Foxy drains power every time that he hits the door, and it increases every single time. The first time Foxy hits the door, he drains 1% power, which it can sometimes make the difference on a 420 mode run, but it's almost always going to be not really noticeable at all. But when he hits the door a second time, that's when you start having problems. This time, it drains 6% power, so you've lost a total of 7% power from Foxy by this point. That spells death on a 420 mode run, and it can spell death on a night 5 or 6 run if you're running low on power. Any run, in fact. Any night. You can be on night 1. And if he knocks twice, it's very, very unlikely he'd knock twice. But if he does for some reason, then you might lose tonight if you're low on power. So, you need to constantly be aware of that, and that's actually the main reason why we try to keep Foxy from arriving. He is peaking now. I thought that the curtains would be closed, but sometimes you just get bad RNG, sometimes he peaks out early. I explained a bit more about how Foxy's AI affects him in the Night 5 guide. So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to check out the Night 5 guide. I explained quite a bit more about it in there. And yeah, you're pretty much just going to want to do a strategy for the entire night, and Freddy and Foxy shouldn't really give you any problems as long as you're doing it optimally. It might take some practice to get the rhythm, and it definitely takes some mechanics, but it will allow you to beat Night 6 pretty much any time. Should allow you to beat it with the power on, unless you get really unlucky. And one more thing that I wanted to talk about is how animatronic resets work, like where they go when they hit the door and you blocked him out. Foxy, I already talked about, he resets to Pirate's Cove, either in Stage 1 or Stage 2, where he's peeking out. Bonnie and Chica are a little bit different. Once they leave the door, they will reset to the dining area every single time, regardless of if it's Bonnie or Chica. They will always reset to the dining area. And Freddy is the last one. What he will do when you close the right door and he's in the East Hall corner and he moves forward because you're not watching the camera, what he will do is reset out to the East Hall, not the dining area, so he barely moves at all. It is a strategy that you can use to have Freddy teleport out to the East Hall so that you're in no danger of being killed by him until he moves again, but I would not recommend it. It's a little bit hard to set up and the payoff is very small, so I would not recommend it. Just deal with him while he's in the East Hall corner. It's easier. And ideally, of course, before 420 mode, we want to prevent him from getting there, or moving at all even, at all costs. If Freddy were to laugh right now, what I would do is instantly switch to the dining area camera, and I would start viewing that instead. Let's go ahead and take a look at Pirate's Cove here. Foxy is standing, so we have had some bad RNG here, even though we are raising the camera pretty repeatedly. Foxy has started to move a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the stalling strategy. I'm going to say, once I hit, let's say 4% power, just because Foxy's closer than he normally is. Once I hit 4% power, I'm going to check Foxy to make sure he hasn't left yet, and I'm just going to stop moving my mouse. I'm just going to sit there and do nothing, so let's check. Still standing? Okay. I'm going to put my mouse here and do nothing. Foxy is the only animatronic who can kill me in this situation, so pretty much all we have to do is sit here and hope that we reach 6 a.m. or at least the power goes out before he arrives. When the power does go out, no animatronic can kill you at that time. Freddy has to actually appear in the doorway and kill you that way. So, there we go, guys. That's night 6. I hope I helped you guys out here. I didn't explain the strategy that we're using in depth necessarily because I'd already explained it in depth numerous times.
Alright, guys. That helped a lot. But I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So. Alright. We are back from that little break. We are now going to play the 6th night. Are you ready to get jump scared 5.5 times in a row? Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Are you ready for Freddy? Are you ready for Freddy? Because I sure am. Thank you, bro. Hold up. Ow. scared of you no more. You ain't as scary. Oh no. What'd I just do? A lot of silence. I wonder how the long form's gonna come out. Can beat was one more today. I don't have to do anything. How? Well, what do you mean by and you don't have to do anything? I'll try and beat it normally, but if I can't beat it normally, then I will use the glitch. Sorry for not having that much commentary. just gonna sit here. Oh no. I think I have a tiny chance of getting this. Very tiny. Please. I want to hear that little yay and just go, yes, yes. Please. Oh. No. Please. Dang it! I was so close. I was so close. I'm gonna sit there for the first little bit. Like the first 30 seconds. And just save some power. I think that's what I should do. Okay. I'm ready for Freddy, bro. What do you mean by how can I play with you in the game? Maybe. think are my chances of surviving? One out of 100 as of right now, from how much power in whatever time it is. 3 a.m. Oh crap. Crazy. Hello. Yo, what's up? Alright, so I remember you from yesterday, so I'm gonna catch you up. So you beat night 4 pretty easily. Then I tried night 5, died. And then I watched a video to help me. Then I beat night 5, and now I'm playing night 6. Yeah. So I'm beating night 6. I'm gonna try and beat night 6. And I'm gonna try and beat 422. Foxy, what the freak? I got so close. Wait, so how do you know if Foxy's coming? Wait, how do you know if Foxy's coming? I just realized that. How do you know? How do you know if Foxy's, like, coming? So if you want, you can. If what? I can? But, check the hall. Okay. I feel like every hour I should check Foxy, or like just check the halls. I'm gonna do that. Like every hour. Well, because there's a strategy that it's like light cam. So I'm just gonna do absolutely nothing for the first little bit, because I died of power last time. Okay. So once it hits 1 o'clock, I'm gonna just check all the halls. Whoa. Oh, what was that from? Why is it not letting me? Why did it not let me? Why did it not let me press the button? Why did it not let me press the button? Why did it not freaking let me touch the button? Didn't let me click the button. He held the door. What the freak? Then can they just like come through like or through? How do they like? How do you prevent that? How do you prevent them just from bursting through the door? Hold up. Like, you can't. So is it just like randomly they can open up the door? Is it like 1 in every 10 chances they can just open up the door? So whenever I hear that noise, I just need to get ready for a jump scare, right? Is that what you're saying? I think. So is this supposed to happen at some point every night? Or is it just like a 1 in every 10 chance that it can happen? A 1 in every 10 chance, okay. So I think this time we should be good. Alright? Guys, let's do this. The 6th night. Now let's just wait for a little bit. Now guys, if I beat the entirety of Five Nights at Freddy's, or at least the first game, I'm gonna get a special surprise for you guys. Okay? Yeah, you're back. Let's go. Yeah, I made it to night 6. I'll give you a little recap. So you beat night 4 pretty easily. And night 5 I tried like 2 times and I watched a video and that gave me this strategy and I beat that, and I've been playing night 6 for a little bit. Yeah, so I think I'm doing pretty good. I definitely couldn't have done it without you guys, because you guys helped me throughout the entire thing. What is that? Chica's in the East Hall. Foxy's about to leave. Now, what do I do if I see Foxy doing that position? What do I do? Do I just try and see what happens? Okay, Bonnie's in the supply closet. Like, do I just need to check on Foxy every bit? Alright, Chica's in there. Check where Freddy is and then flip the cams. Because last time Foxy didn't just like run down the hallway because I would have heard him. Oh goodness. He just booked it. He just ran. Freddy is supposed to be... Oh god. I think I'm about to get jump scared. By Fredster. Yes! I need to remember that after I... I need to remember that after follow Freddy to what? Oh, okay. Okay, so if I don't see Freddy on the cams whenever I check him out, then I need to find him. Okay. And then if he... Okay. Just gonna stay here for a little bit. So then what do I do about the Foxy game? I really could have beaten Night 6 on like the second try, I think it was. Just if I waited 30 seconds on my power in the beginning. Let's give a moment. If I don't get someone at my doors before 2 a.m., then I need to pay attention. Show stage, dining room, bathrooms, hall, east corner. So is that Freddy's typical movement? Is that where Freddy always goes? Okay. So he can only come on the right side. Okay, that's good to know. There's a 50-50 chance to move. Because I've seen him only on the west hallway. So far, though. Now what I do if that pops up, is that like a sign to like... Or just a common event, okay. Alright, I hear Foxy. Now, is there like a telltale to know specifically when Foxy's coming? Please? I need help because I think I hear Foxy and I need someone to answer that question really quick. About Foxy, because I hear his footsteps and because last time, a few nights ago, I didn't hear him running, and he just came to me. What'd I do? Is there like a thing that can tell me if he's like coming? Like right before, so I don't waste power? Please, anything at all. The check you can't hear him run. What check? So you're telling me that I need to keep cams on 1A and 1C. Alright. Noted. Alright, Freddy's not there. I need to find Freddy. Freddy is in the kitchen. Right now. You can't check anywhere. What do you mean by you can't check anywhere? So I just need to keep my cams on Freddy the entire time and keep on doing the light cam light. Is that what you're telling me? So I think you're just telling me to keep my cams on Freddy, occasionally check on Foxy's Cove. That's it. Is that right? Did I get that right? By the way, whenever the game freezes, that means that I'm checking chat. Well, it means I'm taking like a deep look. Okay, so I Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, we just lost the viewer. Depressing. We're on to the 6th night again. Once we get to 97% power, I will... There you go. Freddy's not there. Where'd Freddy go? Chica's in the East Hall. Where did Freddy go? I'm gonna get jump scared by Freddy again. Foxy looks like he's about to book it. I would have died anyways, because Freddy left. So I just need to check Freddy in the beginning until 97% power. Yo, after trial and error, I have to get it at some point. Now tell me if I do anything wrong about this strategy, by the way. Please do, because I need to know. I play on PC. Is there any tips that I haven't done yet from any of you guys? Please. I need to know. Cooldown timer will be anywhere to... Cooldown for what? So what do you mean by Like, so when is the cooldown? Like, after he runs? Oh. Like, after he runs? Or, like, when? No! 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 I am devastated. Bro! Ah! My buttons went out, bro. My buttons went out. Ah! Okay. Bro, if we can beat this 6th night in 420. Technically, I already beat my game. Or, not my game. Technically, I already beat the game. But I need to beat the 2 secret levels. No, Foxy's gonna cook me tonight. Is that Foxy? Wait, so 6th night is harder than 420. Probably have to spend a whole stream itself just doing 420. I'm getting slower, but Alright, so 420 is a bit harder. There's some miracle in some world where this strategy will just work and I can beat this night. But I don't think this world is that world, so. But there's always hope. How long is Bonnie gonna be there? Oh no, I just clicked off. Thing is, whenever you click off the game, oh no. Chica's being Chica. Oh no. Told me to check on Foxy, bro. You told me to check on Foxy. I did so, but Bonnie jump scared me. I'm literally gonna crash. I'm literally gonna crash. I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna crash out, bro. I'm just like, Bro. What am I gonna do? It's getting late, and I'm gonna need to shut the stream off. So that. Wait, Google what? What do you want me to Google? The stream has almost been 2 hours long. This thing, Google, hello Wade. Google hello. Can I get mod before you go? I don't know. I'll sleep on it for next stream. So, we've learned a very valuable lesson today. Don't work 5 nights at a pizza place, let alone 6 or 7. When next stream? I don't know. I have a very busy week, I think, maybe. I don't have any schedules confirmed, so we will have to see. I will try and stream at least once more this week. Also, hold up. Do you guys want me to finish night 6 and 420, or do you want me to move on to Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Yes, I've had this whole stream planned out the entire time. I have FNAF 1, 2, 3 to play. I have not played any of them yet, though. What does yep mean? What? Type in finish or FNAF 2 if you want to. It is your guys' decision for what I do next stream. It is your guys' decision. And if no one types, then I'm gonna have to do something else next stream and get some more votes. So, do you guys want me to play another night? 2 more nights of Five Nights at Freddy's? Maybe. I'll sleep on that too. But my question is to you. Would you want me to do night 6 and 420? Do you want me to? If not, then I'm going to move on to Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So what shall it be? Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Or night 6 and 420? Because, like, if I do finish night 6 and 420, then I will go to Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But if I do beat the 3 that I was planning to do, then I will go back to FNAF 1. Yes, that's what I was asking. I was saying, next stream, would you guys want me to play Five Nights at Freddy's 2 or finish the nights? So what shall it be? What is your guys' decision? There's only one person, so Hayden, you get to choose what the entirety of next stream is. Start FNAF 2. Alright. Good choice. Because eventually, we will go back and beat Night 6 and 420. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Hayden, for staying the entire stream. And goodbye.